In this video, I want to help you with dry winter skin. Dry winter skin is something that I've dealt with, and out of that, I've found effective ways to deal with it. In this video, I want to teach you how dry winter skin happens, the different factors that contribute to it, and then how to effectively mitigate those factors. And that's going to be something that's not a one-size-fits-all solution. I'm going to describe a concept that hopefully you can apply in a way that works for you. So, how does dry winter skin happen? Cold air is naturally drier. It naturally, because of physics, holds less water. So in the colder months, the ambient air outside is going to be drier just by its own very nature. Now, when we condition our air, that's inclusive of heating our homes, businesses, etc., and that essentially dries out the air further. You're taking already drier air from the outside, you're heating it up, which drives off moisture even further, running it through filters and blowing it all around. And anyways, what you end up with is a condition where we humans, for a number of months, are exposed to increasingly drier air, which is also why our sinuses tend to get dry that time of year. Now, what happens is this contributes to transepidermal water loss. It's a fancy way of saying you lose water from your skin. Now, of course, that's common sense, but it's something that's easy to go easily unnoticed until you have dry, cracked skin, right? So another thing to think about in the winter or in the cold months is that we tend to drink less water, we tend to hydrate less, drink less fluids, in part because they have a little bit of a cooling effect on the body. They tend to cool us off, right? But so that doesn't sound as good when it's cold. But you know, because we're not sweating, we're not hot, there's just less of an impetus for us to feel thirsty. So it's easier to get dehydrated for a number of reasons, right? In the winter, we see this easily now. So how do we address it? I have found two classes of compounds that I want to familiarize you guys with, because I wasn't familiar with them until I got into this research. And those would be humectants and occlusives. So a humectant is something that you can apply to your skin, and it will help bring moisture from the atmosphere into the skin and help hold moisture. Now, two examples of humectants that I like to use are aloe vera and also vegetable glycerin. So occlusives, by contrast, are something that you can apply to your skin. No contrast there, right? But they actually prevent moisture loss, prevent water loss from the skin. So an occlusive that I use commonly enough is beeswax. It's a nice natural occlusive. I believe shea butter is also a natural occlusive. And so there's a number of different products you can use that are natural or synthesized that fall under these categories. You could check them out for yourself. Now, one more factor that I want to throw out there that can dry out your skin a little bit more is hot tap water. So it might be that you could mitigate that, but even not, brings me to my next point, which is that you're going to want to apply a humectant right after the shower or bath or whatever it is that you would do. The reason being is because you're catching the skin at its most moist and before it's had a chance to dry out any further, before you've insalted it for the day, right? So apply the humectant as soon as you can right then. And then what you can do, this is a really nice strategy that I've found, you can then apply an occlusive as a layer over the humectant. So you can see where I'm going with this in terms of the physics of bringing water into the body, holding it there, and then keeping it from leaving the skin, right? Now, to that end, obviously, you always want to stay well hydrated, but we've seen through what I've described that it's easier to get dehydrated in the winter. There's a million videos out there about hydration. What I will quickly say is I recommend high quality spring water. I recommend that it is above 200 parts per million dissolved solids, and you'll want to look into what kind of dissolved solids and which ones you like and work for your body. Besides that, you can use electrolyte supplements. One thing I would caution is to just look at what's in them and everything in moderation, and if they have vitamins and such, you should be aware of that and take that into account. But definitely, try and be mindful in the colder months of hydrating a little better, and that will probably help too. So you're keeping water in your body. That's the game here. So, the beauty of this strategy, of this approach, is that because everyone's skin types are different, the products that work for me might not work for you. But you can find one because now you know how to look for them. You know what the strategy is. You know how to try it out for yourself and why it should, in theory, work. Because all of this is based on science. It's also based on my own personal experience. So that's it. There's nothing to sell here. Just knowledge, just trying to help you guys out the way I wish someone would have helped me out. So if you have questions, if you have things that you want more information on, chances are I might have it, or I might know where to look and find it really fast. So please, by all means, leave some comments. I'll check them out. I'll make more videos. Until next time, be gifted, stay blessed.